So you're going to need a lot of those hyper berries for endgame farming, shiny hunting, alpha hunting, and much more. You really do want to get a lot of these berries, but it takes ages to farm them normally. However, if you follow this guide and my donut recipe, well, let's just say I've got you covered. Just look at how many of the highest tier berries that I can get per Pokeball by doing the tricks in this video. So as you can see, it is pretty crazy, and a quick like below is a great way to say thanks, and subscribe for more Pokemon coming soon because we've got you covered. So let's start with step 1 to get the best donut for berry farming. And what you're looking for is the Bountiful Kasib Jam Donut. This donut will come with 2 of the item power skills, and what you're looking for is the item power berries level 3, and ideally to combo with it to get the most bang for your buck, you want the big hauler power level 2 or 3 as well. And you can get both of these at level 3 together for the ultimate berry farming run. To make this, you just need to use 8 Hypercassib berries. Just slap them in there, and then you want to pray that you get this combination. Don't worry, I'll show you the trick how, but just note that this basically will refund the cost that you used to make it and give you a ton of other berries along the way. It's effectively like an infinite way to farm all the good berries. Essentially, the big item haul power will give you 6+ berries per Pokeball, even the small ones, while the item power berries will mean that you just always get berries out of them, so you're looking at least 6 berries per Pokeball and more on the big Pokeballs. You can easily get over 60 berries per run by just hitting 10 Pokeballs in a hyperspace. So if you're wondering how you can get this donut with those skills guaranteed every time, well, there's a reset trick that you can try. The very first thing I recommend you do is fast travel to a Pokemon Center. This will create a hard backup save that we will use to basically reset if something goes wrong. Then you want to head over to Hotel Z and make the donut that we just talked about with those 8 Hypercassib berries. Then check the skills that you got, and if it's not what you want, just immediately close the game and open it back up. On the main menu, you want to press up, X, and B all together, and this will allow you to load your backup save, the one that we set at the Pokemon Center. Now from there, you can just rinse and repeat, fast travel back to the hotel, make the donut again, and see what the skills are. Sometimes you might get it on your first try, another time it might take 10 or 20 tries, but trust me, the few minutes it takes to loop this to get it is very much worth it. So give it a go until you get the exact donut that I just showed with the item power berries and the big haul power. Now that you've got that out the way and you're ready to go berry farming to get all the berries of your dreams, now we're on step 2, to do the actual berry farm itself. So what I recommend you do is look for a 4-star Hyperscape Wild Zone. The reason you want a wild zone and not a red battling zone is because the trainer fights will slow you down, and while you're in a trainer fight, it also makes all the Pokeballs disappear so you can't see them. So don't do that, look for a Hyperscape Wild Zone, and you want a level 4 one so you can get the good Hyper Berries. If you don't have one of those, rest at a bench to refresh all of them on your map until you get one that you want. Then simply go inside, use the donut, and just run through the map and focus on finding and hitting every single Pokeball, the big ones and the small ones. The small ones are still really good here, do not sleep on them, they're worth going out of your way for. Each one of these, even the small ones, will proc 6 or more berries depending on the level of your big haul power, and the big Pokeballs can even give you multiple berries per proc out of those 6, so you can see it really starts to add up. This means you can easily run around the whole zone and gather at least 10 or more Pokeballs, however many there are in the zone that you loaded in, And if you get 10, that's 6 procs of 10, even more on the big Pokeballs, so you're getting over 60 Hyper Berries per run. It is insane. Now, don't worry too much about doing the side objectives to get the gold Pokeball at the end. It doesn't seem like the gold Pokeball is affected by these donut skills, but if you have time and you've already got all the normal Pokeballs, then of course go for it, it is just more berries for you. But if you're limited on time, don't stress about that too much, you just want to get all of the Pokeballs in the zone first. And so, as you can see, you get so many berries from this, and with a little RNG on your side, it basically refunds the cost of the 8 Hypercassive berries, meaning you can loop this strategy to get as many of those berries as you want for whatever you're farming, whether it's shinies, alpha, and so on. And we actually have an alpha shiny farm on the channel with the exact donut recipe that you want and how to do all of the resetting. So again, we've got you guys covered when it comes to Pokemon Legends CA. A quick like below is a great way to show support to us for helping you out, and subscribe because we're going to have so much more Pokemon coming your way very, very soon. Here at Arix Gaming, we're two friends who love to play games. You have me, Paradise, as well as 2-6.
Our goal is to keep the videos as concise as possible by cutting out any of the fluff and focusing on what really matters with high quality videos.
So make sure you're subscribed down below for more videos on your favorite games coming very, very soon.